So good morning, boys and girls. This is Ms. Hawes here, and I'm going to go over several problems with you on pages 207 and 208. As I said, today we are going to be adding decimals, and I'm going to look at my add and subtract decimals anchor chart. It tells me that adding, subtracting whole numbers and decimals. When you add whole numbers and decimals, the most important thing to remember is to line your numbers according to the place value. We've all been working on place value all year long. I also know when I am going to be adding or subtracting decimals that the zero is my hero. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get on pages 207 and 208 of our Go Math book. And I am going to do just a regular addition problem, and I'm going to do one word problem. Okay. Boys and girls, I have chosen to do, I am going to do number one. Oopsie. Number one. And the first thing it says to is to estimate. Remember, estimating is not an exact. So the first thing I'm going to use is 0 as my hero. And I can see that I have 3 wholes plus 4 tenths plus 0 100ths. Then I have 2 wholes and 7 tenths and 0 100ths. It's telling me to add this number, so I'm going to go ahead and add it. And I have 0 plus 0 is 0. 4 plus 7 is 11, so I'm going to bring down my 1 and carry over my 1. And then I have 1 plus 3 is 4, and 4 plus 2 is 6. And that is going to be 6.1. So it's 6.1, and 0 is the placeholder. Oh, and also, boys and girls, if I was going to do this estimate, I know 4 means to round down, so this would be a 3. And 2.7 means to round up, and that would be a 3, which my estimate would have been 6. So now I'm going to do problem number 13, and I'm going to use my Avid strategies to go along with this. First, I'm going to read the problem. Joseph ran 3.75 miles around the track. After resting, Joseph ran an additional 2.9 miles. What is the total distance Joseph ran? So I've read my question, so now I'm going to underline what it's asking me. What is the total distance Joseph ran? Okay, that is my question. So I need to find the total distance that he ran. So I'm going to go ahead and box in total distance, and I'm going to use a pencil so that way in case I make a mistake. So I'm going to box in total distance. Now I'm going to go back up and find my important information. Joseph ran 3.7 miles. So 3.75 miles is a number. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write down 3.75 miles. After resting, Joseph ran an additional 2.9. So I'm going to go ahead and write down 2.9. And they want to know the total distance. So if I'm going to have a total, my operation would be, I can only do one thing, and that would be add or multiply. But in this case, I think I'm going to add because it's not measuring groups. Now, as I can see, I have 3 wholes, 7 tenths, and 5 hundredths. Then I have 2 wholes and 9 tenths. What should I do with this space? Well, in this space is where the 0 goes. 0 is our what? Is our hero. That is right. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my problem. And I'm going to say 5 plus 0 is 5. 7 plus 9 is 16. I'm going to carry over my 1. I'm going to bring down my decimal. 1 plus 3 is 4. Plus 2 is 6. So I get 6.65, which is 6 wholes, 6 tentheses, and 5 100ths. I can see that the answer is B. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to answer this in a complete sentence. What is the total distance Joseph ran? Well, Joseph ran 6.65 miles. And I have answered that question. I hope this gives you an example of how you should do your work today. Have a great day. Bye.